Hello, this is Roxana from thedeliciouscrescent.com. Today we are going to make Linzer Torte, a popular classic from Germany and Austria. It is nutty, crumbly, buttery, and baked with a jam filling between the layers. So pretty and absolutely delicious to the last bite. I'm going to show you two kinds, the classic lattice design and a fancy and easy pattern using cookie cutters. So let's get started. Fit the stand mixer with the paddle attachment. Add the chunks of softened butter and then add sugar. Cream it together at medium speed. Add 2 egg whites and 1 egg yolk and continue to mix until the mixture is fluffy. Next, add vanilla, almond extract, ground cloves, cinnamon, 2 pinches of salt, and mix it. Then add the baking powder and continue to mix. Next, we add finely ground almonds and mix that in. Process the nuts as fine as possible, but make sure that it does not blend into a paste. Add half the flour and mix it. Then add the remaining flour and continue to mix. Increase the speed and knead the mixture into a smooth dough. Transfer the dough and shape it into a log. Divide the dough into 2 portions. Wrap the dough with cling wrap and chill the dough, or you can freeze it for later use. 1 portion we will use for the classic Linzer Torte, the other for the fancy version. First, we will make the classic design. Take 1 portion of the dough and cut out 40% of it and set it aside. Take the remaining 60% of the dough and squeeze and flatten it to make it more pliable. Then roll it out into a 10-inch circle. Using the ring of the baking pan, cut out the circle. Slide a floured cake lifter under the dough and transfer it to the base of the baking pan. Close the ring around the spring-form pan and using your fingers, press the dough about 1 inch up the sides of the pan. Then we take the remaining dough and flatten it out. Roll it out into a circle. You can also roll out the dough between 2 sheets of wax paper. Just press the ring of the baking pan on the dough. Cut narrow strips and refrigerate it to allow the strips to firm up. Take about half the jam and spread it out evenly on the dough circle. You can also use chia seed raspberry jam that has been sweetened with maple syrup or honey. Open the ring of the spring-form pan. With the help of a spatula, place about 4 to 5 of the strips over the jam, parallel and evenly spaced from each other. The strips are going to spread a little bit while baking, so keep that in mind while spacing it out. Repeat with laying 4 more strips in the opposite direction to create a lattice pattern. If the strips break, patch it up and it will bake just fine. Use the remaining strips to create a border at the outer edge of the Linzer Torte where the strips join the bottom crust. Seal the outer edge using a fork or spatula. Whisk the other egg yolk with few drops of milk and brush all over the pastry strips. And if you like, you can also decorate the outer edge of the torte using almond slices and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 35 minutes until golden brown. Remove from the oven and let it cool for some time. Using a butter knife or spatula, loosen the torte from the pan, release the ring and let it cool completely. And now the fancy cookie pattern. Use a small cookie cutters and cut out shapes of your preference. Make a second torte and arrange the cut out shapes evenly spaced over the jam layer. Use the remaining dough to make rope-shaped strips and use the dough strips to create a border at the outer edge of the Linzer Torte and flatten it with a spatula. Brush egg yolk all over the pastry strips. Decorate the outer edge of the torte using almond slices and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Then dust with powdered sugar. It is best to slice and enjoy it the next day. This torte keeps well at room temperature for few days, but you may also refrigerate it for a week. It can also be frozen. This is a great make-ahead recipe. You can freeze this at every step of the way. And if you have a sweet tooth, you like almonds, you like raspberries, this is the one for you. Just dig in and enjoy. If you are in a rush, you can also combine all the ingredients except jam and almond slices and knead it into a dough and proceed also. Check out the recipe for my tips for skipping butter and other variations. And if you like this video, please leave us a comment, like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.